Yes peeps, welcome back to the Rat Cave. It's Ratzi here for DJKit, and today I am looking at the brand new Pioneer DJ HDJ-CX headphones. So I have been putting these headphones through their paces on a few different controllers and a few different high-end mixers, and I've got to say my first impression of them is I am pretty impressed. At first look, you can see that they look very, very familiar to another classic legendary headphone, which is actually my go-to headphone for DJing, the Sennheiser HD25s. You know, they sort of look, smell and feel like them, but I have to say these are more lightweight than the HD25s. So these HDJ-CXs are 136 grams in weight. That is without the cable though, not that the cable really weighs much. And while we're talking about the cable, these cans do come with a straight cable, which is 1.6 meters, this one here, but it also comes with a coiled cable as well, which is 3 meters, obviously when it's fully pulled out, but it is coiled up. So as well as coming with 2 cables, these HDJ-CXs actually come with spare ear pads as well, which are the same kind of material as these ones that I've got going on here. And they also come with one of those handy 1/4-inch jack adapters for the end of the cables, which actually is pretty cool. It's got a little clip which clips it on to the cable itself, so minimizes the chance of the warm-up DJ nicking that from you. So as I mentioned, these are super lightweight headphones. So much so that, to be fair, you could almost forget that you do have them on your head. They're super comfortable, which means, you know, if you're playing a long DJ set, or maybe if you're using them in a studio situation and you're wearing them for a long time, they're not going to annoy you. And the cups themselves, 69 millimeters, and the driver size is 35 millimeters. So as you can hopefully see here, these are on-ear headphones rather than over-ear headphones, which is what we typically have seen from Pioneer DJ in the past. So another nice touch about these HDJ-CXs is that both sides of the headphone actually swivel. So I'm used to only having one side that swivels on my normal go-to headphones, but it's nice to have the option to be able to sort of have, you know, to turn either the left side up or the right side up depending where the monitor is. Also, you can actually adjust the tension of these, so these are on quite tight at the moment. You can just grab a coin or a screwdriver and adjust the tension on these little screw bits in here to make them looser or tighter. Now I should say at this point these headphones aren't modular, so obviously you can replace this cable and you can replace the pads, but you can't replace the cable going from the ear cup along the headband. But they do seem pretty strong, even though they are, you know, quite sort of lightweight. They're not too flimsy, and sometimes I do think actually the smaller the band, the less likely they are to snap. And even less likely for this headband to snap, because on these HDJ-CXs, the headband is actually made out of stainless steel material underneath this plastic bit here. And just to say as well, underneath there's a really nice bit of padding here, which makes it nice and comfortable on your noggin. I mean, I obviously wear hats. I mean, I'm sure that a lot of you regular watchers would have noticed by now that I am a hat man. And you know, these headphones, they fit really nicely on over the top of a hat. I do have a little bit of a pea head, and these fit me quite nicely. I would say, even though they are adjustable here, I mean, if you've got a massive whopper head, they might be a bit of a problem, just because they are quite lightweight and you know, they are quite small in size. But if this is the kind of headphone style that you go for, I mean, yeah, these are so comfortable, and yeah, I'm a big fan of them. So let's talk about the important stuff. What do they sound like? So my first thought when I put these through their paces was that they've got a really, really strong low end. And I don't mean strong that it's too bassy in your ears, like you don't want too much sort of, you know, sub rattle in your brain, but it is definitely noticeable. And that's because the frequency response on these headphones go from 5 Hertz all the way up to 30. So while we're talking stats, the impedance on these are 32, the sensitivity is 103 dB, and lastly, the maximum output of these cans is 136 dB. So you can really tell that Pioneer DJ have put a lot of effort and thought into the housing of the ear cups themselves. They've got a triple layered design with polyurethane resin sandwiched between polyether ether ketone resin. So this is actually a new development just for these HDJ-CX headphones. And Pioneer are actually calling it the Peak Poo Peak, which is really hard to say with a straight face. But to dumb it down, basically what it means is the range on these headphones are really, really vast. So you can hear the kick and the snare sounds really, really well, which is of course essential for beat matching when you're DJing. And it also minimizes the chance of the headphones distorting when you've got them at really high volume. The strong low and high frequencies are helped with the housing being equipped with 2 bass reflex type chambers to improve the low frequency response and to achieve that high sound insulation. So to conclude, these brand new Pioneer DJ HDJ-CX headphones, I am really impressed with them. You know, as I said, they are very, very familiar in design, but there is new technology put into these headphones that make them sound really, really crisp, but at the same time give you a good punchy bass. They're super lightweight, they're really comfortable, but don't let the weight and the size of them fool you, because Pioneer have run these through their US military standard shock tests. So you know that they are built to last. Now, as I say in all of my headphone reviews, you know, this is just my personal opinion on these headphones, and you really do need to come down to DJKit and give them a whirl for yourself. So I'm going to leave it there then, gang. Until next time, you take care. Peace.